So countdown is real now. I got officially 20 days into my surgery and I know God got me. So, that's not the real concern. But what I'm worried about is the recovery because I'm not used to not being able to do certain things. But here's the thing. When you're on this journey in life and you're trying to be a better person, a lot of times we think that having human moments somehow makes us less than. You see, I can come on here and I can be like, I got surgery and God's going to do it, this, that, and other. That sounds good. But realistically, you have nerves. Anytime you go under, you have nerves. And the problem that many people have is you don't want to show that vulnerable side. You want people to think that you always got it figured out, that you so strong. Oh, don't nothing affect me. And the problem with that is when you take that stance, when life punch you in the face, you have a hard time trying to ask for help because you have this bravado about you that you never need any help. That's just like you ever seen someone who is successful in life and they will try to make you believe that their success was merely based on them. Like they had no help. They had no support system. It was just them. They got it out the mud. That sounds great, but it's not true. Let's exclude God from it because, you can't have nothing without God, but you had a support system. But the story sounds better when you make it seem like, oh, nobody believed in me. Nobody, I didn't have any examples and all of this other type of stuff. That type of story sounds great. But that's a lie. Like that's a lie. And Lord willing, next Saturday, I think it's next Saturday, July 11th, I'll be 46. And I sit back and I'm just thinking about like my life and I'm thinking about how far that I've come. And a lot of times, leading up into my birthday, I always take a look back at my journey, but I don't stay there. I don't stay there. I look over my life, but I don't stay there. And in the times in my life where I felt less than or I was going through some mess, I revisit it, but I don't stay because I believe that a lot of times you have to look at how far God has brought you from. You see, me being where I'm at today, if you would have told me this 10 years ago, I wouldn't have believed. I didn't think that I would be the type of person that in so many situations I had to be the bigger person. Like I didn't think certain things that I have accomplished. I didn't think that I would be here 10 years ago. And I'm not even talking about monetarily stuff. I'm just talking about from a mental capacity. Like over my life, I have struggled with many different things. I have always felt less than. And I never understood why I felt less than because my grandparents, I had two strong grandparents that believed in me, that truly believed in me. But it wasn't until I start believing in myself. So now I'm at the place to where, I have to pat myself on the back because, and I don't even want to get emotional about this, but, I'm finally at the point in my life to where if my kids have a problem, they can come to me because I've been through it. And not only have I been through it, I've been an example. If my son comes to me and he's going through some stuff and he don't know how to figure it out and this, that, and other, I can tell him because I've been through it that, hey, listen, man, you just got to have faith. It's going to be what it's going to be. And you have to learn how to just focus on what you can focus on. But through it all, God's got you. And I'm able to really say that because I've been through it. I'm at the point in my life to where they know that they can come to me and we can have a conversation and there's no judgment. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you, but I'm an example. And that's my message today to anybody out. True success in my eyes is what you leave for the future. That's true success. What is your imprint on this world? God forbid if I'm no longer here, I believe that I have done a good work here in this world. I believe that I leave behind a trail of things that can live on forever. And I talked about this before, like I want to live forever. And living forever does not mean the physical, but it means spiritual. I have left behind an imprint on this world. My grandparents, they were so fundamental in my life that they still live on today. When you hear me speak, it's coming from things that I have learned from them. So when I talk about living forever, that's what I mean. So, I hope y'all continue to pray for me, man, because I know God got me, but I'm nervous as anybody should be. But I know everything's going to be all right. And I believe that God has sometimes to put you in situations so you can show someone else how to maneuver through it. You might not be about to have surgery, but you might be going through something in your life. And that's why I come on here and I do these videos. So many times I don't feel like doing the video and, I'll be doing something and then something just tell me like, come on, man, go ahead and do a video. So my prayer is that sometimes when you having a bad day, you can go look at one of my videos, or if you having a moment, you can just find me and I say something to speak to your heart. Y'all have a blessed day and y'all keep on praying for me.